Well, here we are. We are at Sholom Park.
Yes, in Ocala, Florida. It is September 20th, 2023.
And we're at a very special event.
Yeah, the grand opening of the Japanese Zen Garden.
Yep. And so you get to see it on here.
Yeah.
We'll take you along with us, okay?
It'll be fun.
Yes.
Robert Colin is the host, and it's going to be a very wonderful, wonderful moment.
All right, let's take this in there and try to be inconspicuous.
Okay. We're here today for the opening of the Japanese Zen Garden, and we're speaking to
Shizuka Campagna.
So tell us about the event here today and at the garden.
Yes, this is I'm very happy to have a Japanese Zen garden so close in Ocala. And on top of the world, Mr. Colin really worked hard to make this happen. And since about a year ago, I was asked to sort of consult with the grand opening, which is today.
Uh-huh.
And I get the honor to bring my stuff over here for display.
This is all yours.
This is all mine.
Oh, okay.
Including kimono, and that's the wedding kimono that I wore.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. And there will be a demonstration of Kyudo, which is a Japanese longbow archery.
Uh-huh.
Yes, at 10 o'clock. And then there's a koto music going on, and some Japanese food and beverages served.
So you're an historian then also for the culture.
Maybe.
Maybe. So how would you describe what Zen is?
Zen, yes. Zen is a sect of Buddhism.
Okay.
And it's kind of particular because they practice muso. Muso is no thoughts, and your posture has to be straight.
No thoughts?
No thoughts.
Oh, that's me.
And you sit nicely on the floor, and usually you meditate over an hour, or maybe two. And no thoughts are very difficult, especially today in the information age. You know, you'll be thinking, oh, what is my next meeting at, or you know, what am I going to eat lunch, or something like that. So just clearing the mind, think nothing, absolutely null, clear. That is Zen meditation.
Oh my. You have different forms of artwork.
Yes.
They're beautiful.
Mm-hmm. This is chigirie. This is chigirie. It uses Japanese rice paper called washi. And you do not use, you can see it this way, you do not use scissors to cut anything. So it's just cut by fingers, and you shape them. So you can see these little fur things. That's from paper.
That is awesome.
So this is called chigirie.
And all of those are done the same way?
Yes. And
Wow.
these are symbolic of the year, like the year of the snake, dragon, tiger, rooster, horse. There's another rooster or chicken, lamb, and the year of the dog.
The dog.
That's
That's the year I like.
There are 12 years, but I don't have all of them here. Yes.
You had said that the wedding kimono was yours.
Yes.
How long did it take you to prepare for the special day on the day?
Oh, to put it on?
To put it on and get all your adornments.
Oh, yes. It would take a couple of hours.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And especially putting an obi was kind of difficult for me. But that, would you like to go there?
Sure, sure.
All right. So, first of all, this one is very special because this is called shibori, and it's a tie-dye, but every single thing is done by hand.
Oh, wow.
Every one of them. And this is the entire kimono. So this is a very precious kimono. Normally you see just partially, but this is the entire kimono shibori.
Wow.
Did you sew that yourself? Did you?
Oh, no.
Oh,
I just
okay.
bought it. And this one is actually a uchikake.
That's big enough for me.
Yes, but it's mine.
It's yours.
It is a wedding gown. So the bride would wear white inside, a white kimono inside, and then put this over. So it's like a train. It would, yes.
It is beautiful. It is gorgeous.
And is that all hand done also?
Yes.
All
These
the
are all hand painted
Wow.
or embroidered.
wow.
Wow, looks like gold leaf. It's just
Yes.
beautiful.
They're all hand. Yes.
And there's one more. What is that one?
And this is like after the ceremony and you want to change, this is another kimono that you can change into.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
also a wedding kimono. And as you can see, the motif is crane or sometimes turtle. And we say tsuru wa sennen. So crane lives for 1,000 years and turtle lives for 10,000 years. So it's
wow.
a longevity and it's a good luck symbol.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is
And that one-
beautiful.
How do you pronounce that again?
Furisode. Furisode actually means long sleeve, swaying sleeve.
Oh, okay.
And like my sleeve today is shorter, isn't it?
Yes, it
This
is.
symbols that I'm married.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yes, only the single person can wear long sleeves. And sometimes it goes all the way, very close to the floor.
Oh my.
Yes.
very cool.
And you have a lot of items on the table.
Yes.
What are these?
Okay. So we go around this way.
Yeah, I'll get it from this side.
This is shodo, we call it. It's a calligraphy. And you make, this is a very special, it's really like a rock, but it's a
Like charcoal?
charcoal, thank you. I forgot. Charcoal, and you put water. There's water inside. You put a little bit of water, and then you make sumi, which is the ink.
Oh,
That's how you make the ink. And then you put some and write it here. Now,
Okay.
these things are to weights, particular to keep the paper still. These are also weights, and this is the fude set, and you can roll it to carry around. And this is kokeshi. Kokeshi dolls. Kokeshi dolls are actually for girls, of course, and they made it for the girls to play with. But today it's just a kind of ornament. It does not have leg or arms. And usually these are made in cold countries, like the northern part of Japan, because they have really long winter. And so they make this in the house.
Nice.
Okay. And this is urushi. It's a lacquer ware. And my ancestors, yes, my ancestors had a mountain that produced this lacquer, the trees that produce lacquer.
wow.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this one came from there
Oh,
in the
that's
country
beautiful.
of Korea. And these are too.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I think I recognize that thing.
That's a crane.
What is that called again? That art?
Origami.
Origami.
Origami tsuru. Yes, it's a crane. And this is a tea. You want to come around here?
Is it on that side for the
Yes, on
camera?
this side.
Oh,
This is called, we call it furo, it's a bath. And water will be boiled here. Normally we have charcoal here and ashes that are really piled up nicely artistically. All right?
Oh,
Yes. And we use powdered green tea called matcha. And matcha we'll scoop it in here. And then with the whisk, we make matcha tea.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that incredible?
This is called temari. Temari is again, girls thing. I've never seen boys doing it, but you make sphere, and then you put different threads to make patterns like this,
Oh, that's so intricate.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is so intricate.
Isn't it?
Very
It is
cool.
beautiful.
Yes. So that's temari. Some people today will make a small one and put kanzashi, like put it in the head.
Oh,
Or
okay.
some people carry it. I have one for my keychain, as a keychain.
Oh, one you made.
Now this is daruma. Okay. When you buy daruma, it does not have any eyes. So this one has one eye, right? But when you buy it, there's no eyes. When you buy it, you make a wish. Okay, and when the wish comes true, you put the second eye.
Oh,
Oh my
isn't
gosh!
that
Wow.
something?
So somebody's wish came true there and there.
And this is choking. It's a ancient art, Japanese art. It's copper and gold and silver in it. So this is choking.
That's beautiful. That is outstanding.
And these are the books. As you know, sumo wrestling is the Japanese thing, and sumo wrestlers using salt to purify. And some Japanese houses here. It is not,
Beautiful.
we enjoy space and not some decorative gaudiness.
How long did you live in Japan?
Until I finished my undergraduate studies in Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what did you study?
I studied math and minored in psychology.
So, are you a teacher or?
Well, no, I went to work for, when I came here, I went to work for Westinghouse Electric,
Oh my.
and I was in the nuclear field.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. And then I moved to Sony, and I was in semiconductor industry.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And then after that, I went back to graduate school and became a teacher, like you said.
Oh.
And I
wonderful.
was teaching Osceola Middle School for 11 years.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Boy, were they lucky to have
So you have some
there.
students that might be watching this.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you so much for the tour. It was
Oh, you're
awesome.
welcome.
And one more question: is this your tree?
No, it's not. It's a beautiful bonsai tree.
It's an amazing bonsai tree.
Yes,
It is
very
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
It's the biggest bonsai tree I've ever seen.
Ashibumi footing. Dozukuri, forming the torso. Yugamae, readying the bow. Uchikoshi, raising the bow. Daisan, half draw. Kai, full draw. Hanare, release. And Zanshin, remaining the spirit.
Okay, has everybody gathered in where they want to settle, either in the sun or in the shade? All right, first thing, good morning. How is everybody doing? Great. All right, welcome to what I have been taught today, Sholom Park, not Shalom, although you can pronounce it either way. I learned that today as I came here. And the new Zen Garden. Let me give you a little bit of two-minute history here. I took a tour here a couple months ago while it was under construction. And it looked beautiful then. Obviously, it was not complete, but then. And I realized that this park, I saw several people in the park on the day that I was here, but this is a rather untapped area of Marion County. I drive by this several times a week and did not even know the size of this place. So I am looking forward to it myself, coming here and visiting more often, but I encourage you to as well. We're going to have a ribbon cutting coming up shortly. My name is Matt Wilkerson. I am with the Ocala CEP. I'm the Director of Partner Success. but on behalf of Sholom Park and the new Zen Garden. Ribbon cutting, I'm going to give you a little bit of directions on that. But before we do that, I am going to bring up a couple of our board of directors. Ken Colin and Robert Colin, they are going to talk a little bit about the new Zen Garden and this park. So Ken, you want to come on up first?
The operative word there was a little bit. So when I was 12 years old, my father told me about a dream he had, a vision he had, about a park. A beautiful park, a park that could be a place for solitude, for thought, meditation, introspection. And over the years, he'd bring it up again and again. And when he turned 80, he mentioned it, and I said, well, Dad, are we ever going to get the plow in the ground with this project? And he looked at me and said, well, son, you'll have to help me. And that started a beautiful collaboration that is all around you right now, Sholom Park. And it was 2004 that we officially dedicated and opened the park. And it took a while to get there. It was a continuous thought. So once he gave me the go-ahead and said, yeah, let's get the plow in the ground, we crafted a request for proposal. We put it out to various landscape architectural firms and had a pretty good response. And we made our selection and have moved forward and haven't looked back. And I'd like to recognize Steve Curl, who's with us today. He was the first operations director and really took charge of the contractors and made sure that they just weren't making noise on the equipment, they were actually doing the work, and moved it along. So this is another chapter in the story of Sholom Park. We've added a little bit over time, the pavilion, the stage, and now we're about to embark on another venture within the park, and that is our Zen Garden. So thank you for coming. Thank you for showing your support and your love here. It's wonderful to see everyone. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for being here. Before I say my words, I just want some recognition for some of the people who really helped make this day and this moment possible. Recognize our park staff, Brian, Misty, Ray, John, Michael, and Christy, and they're all here. The land development for On Top of the World, Lisa, Bo, Catherine, CW, Marty, thank you for all that you guys did. Our marketing department, Linda, Kayla, Andrew, Devani, and Jeff, who's not really technically part of marketing, but he directed by marketing to be here. Our contractors, Steve Curl, Earthscapes, David, Philip and Sandra, Tillman and Associates, David Tillman is here, Swift Concrete, Midstate Electric, Geotech, JCH Consulting, Bay Laurel, Brad Smith and Associates, and all of our volunteers who are here, including Shizuka Kapanya, who will lead a meditation in a second, Ida Covey, who is here, Dave and Judy White, Gary and Patty, and all of those. We thank you for all that you've done to help make this moment possible. The creation of this Zen Garden was a momentous undertaking, years in the making, and driven by a purpose, a profound purpose, to serve Marion County and all those who visit as a place to find peace. We were blessed by benefactors of this Zen Garden, Gary and Patty, who helped bring this vision into reality and truly pushed us for excellence. As you look around this park on this beautiful day, I hope you will take note of the symbolism all around you. At the bottom of the hill is a circle of 12 cypress trees. Beyond that is our olive tree promenade with 18 olive trees on each side. As you go into the labyrinth, there's the wounded heart tree. And here at this Zen Garden, all around you are symbols of hope and peace, hoping to inspire you. Sholom Park was born from the vision of it being an oasis in a world often beset by turmoil, a place where each individual can seek peace and take that inspiration out into the world to help make it a better place. As you look at this bridge that we'll begin to cross, reflect on its symbolism. The bridge symbolizes the transition from the material world that we live in into the world of the sacred. And as you cross the bridge, we are met by these boulders which represent guardians. We have the turtle on the left and the lion on the right, and they represent strength, perseverance, and wisdom. Finally, we get to the gateway, the entrance to the Zen Garden. Here we have reached the threshold of our journey. Here we enter the Zen Garden, leaving behind stress, anxiety, and fear. Fear from this world, and enter a world where we are with our spirit in search of peace and enlightenment. It is our hope that this Zen Garden serves this community with grace and purpose, providing solace to those in need of healing, serenity to those seeking inner peace, and above all, helping to make the world around us a little better place. I'm now going to turn it over to Matt, and then we will have Shizuka Kabanya, who will come and lead a meditation before we do our ribbon cutting.
Okay, who has ever been to a CEP ribbon cutting? Okay, just to let you know, this is audience participation when we do this. So if I could have all the ambassadors come up front from the CEP.
Ambassadors, a sample, please.
And also anybody that Ken or Robert, y'all want in the picture, gather. So here's how we're going to do this. First things first, I am going to have them gather, and we're going to stretch the ribbon, and we're going to all count down together, 3, 2, 1, and then I need everybody in the park to yell success. At the time that we yell success, they cut the ribbon, and we have now opened the Zen Garden. After that, just like Robert said, we are going to have a guided meditation so you can prepare for the tour at the Zen Garden, and he will bring somebody up to guide that meditation time of approximately 3 minutes, and then you can take your tour through the guide. So who is ready to do this ribbon cutting and open the Zen Garden? There we go, there we go. Okay, so I need your help. Remember, 3, 2, 1, and then yell success, and they're going to cut the ribbon at that time. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, on behalf of the Ocala Chamber and Economic Partnership, thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your success, and I look forward to even more success with you guys in the future. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, success! Woo! Also, before she comes up and gives the guided meditation, I will say this. This is already a beautiful park that we need to visit on a regular basis, but you know what's going to make this successful? Your attendance is wonderful. Share it to the community for people that don't even know they exist. I encourage you to follow them on Facebook, Instagram, any way that you want to advertise and give more exposure for this park, the better. And I thank you guys for coming today and attending this. Enjoy your tour through the Zen Garden. Now we're going to get some guided meditation time before we enter.
I will lead you to Zen meditation, and it is a little different, but the Zen practices Muso. Muso means nothing, thought. So your brain has nothing. You think nothing. That is very, very difficult in today's age, information age. So please try. First, we will start with nice posture. Straight back, nice posture. And then we are going to breathe deeply 3 times. And then you will continue to breathe normal way. Now, I recommend that you close your eyes and listen to your breath. That would be much easier to achieve that muso. Okay, are we ready? Okay, deep breath. Thank you very much. Enjoy the Japanese Zen Garden.
All right. Ladies first.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is the turtle, right? That's the dragon, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what you said. Well, we had a grand tour of the Zen Garden, the Japanese Zen Garden at Sholom Gardens, Sholom Park.
Sholom Park.
Sholom Park.
Yeah.
So the grand opening was today, September 20th, 2023. And we walked through. This is our second time walking through the park, but now the fountains are running and all the things that weren't finished the first time are finished.
Oh, yeah. It is so beautiful, so refreshing and meditative.
So help us out. What are we looking at? I know some of the rocks represent rivers and oceans.
Well, we walked through the Zen Garden entrance gate, leaving today and going into the meditative paths. And then we're going to be walking through the Nawaki meditation area. So this is so cool. We can isolate ourselves and just sit on those wonderfully carved rocks and just meditate. It's so neat.
It is a relaxing place. The whole Sholom Park is relaxing, and adding the Japanese Zen Garden to this is just an extra bonus that I'm sure people who have visitors will be bringing them here, and I think a lot of people who live here will be visiting here on a regular basis just to meditate, to empty their mind, and get rid of their troubles if you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of the new fountains, by the way.
Yeah, it is outstanding. And then you see the bonsai tree behind it. And the gardeners will be taking care of the bonsai trees. They'll be trimming them however they feel they should be trimmed. Pretty amazing. They do such a great job.
So I never really have been to a Japanese garden, with the exception of being to this one. The
me
first
too.
time we went here. So some of the things that are on the brochure that explain what we have here, even if we're not looking at it exactly, what is in there? What is some of this?
Oh,
What
yeah.
are some of the things?
Well, right now we're approaching the Zen Ocean Overlook, where the islands are. That is really a neat place to be because you can see the 3 separate islands. Each island has a history about them. If you walk in, almost turning to the right there, that is the ocean right there.
I see it, yeah.
It's very meditative.
The Zen Ocean.
And I do love the overlooks. I just think it's so great.
Well, and both times we went there, we went to videotape. So it'll be nice when we get to go as just us, just as visitors, as normal people.
Yeah. But we met some really nice people today. Ooh, there's the bamboo trees. They're very, very outstanding. Yeah.
I think they grew
Yeah.
a lot since the first time we visited.
I think so too. There are different varieties of bamboo. And like we said before, the horticulture staff really, really does a great job. And everything is so pristine. And that's a true rendition of a Japanese Zen garden. The young lady we were speaking with in the beginning, she was one of the consultants. And she goes back and forth to Japan. And she really brought her knowledge and her expertise to this area.
Those komodos were amazing from a textile, clothing, fashion point of view, but they were also huge.
Oh, yeah.
I could have fit in one of them, and they were for that little lady.
We just passed the meditation meadow, and that's a really, really nice place to be. You can focus on awareness of whatever it is you need to focus on. It's very, very meditative.
They say to meditate, you have to think of nothing. Nothing.
And here we are. We're at the Raking Garden.
This is the Raking Garden.
Yeah,
and this is
this
our
is
opportunity
exciting.
to meet with Ron Jones and Brenda Foster. And we're going to talk to them right now.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
And good luck tomorrow.
We have our test.
Teresa, you and her have your test tomorrow for the levels.
Yes.
The archery.
Yeah, yes.
That's
It would be our
exciting.
first level, which is similar to like a black belt. Basically, you know the basics,
Uh-huh.
and it's called Shodan. And so Ron will be videotaping us, and then the tape is sent to Japan for
Oh, really?
evaluation.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
Then if we pass, we get a certificate.
Plus, there's a written exam too.
I don't know if you said this, and I don't know if this is a dumb question, but in Japan, historically, was archery used as a weapon?
Oh yes, the first
Okay.
one before the
Okay.
sword.
Okay.
It was the most powerful weapon on earth. It was, in fact, this is of course a longbow. The British had longbow as well, but not as long. And as Ron said, this one is pulled from the bottom third, which is kind of interesting. It gives you one, more power, and two, removes the vibration
Oh, okay.
in the
Okay.
hand. And it was, quite a frightening weapon. And then that target is the size of the enemy's armor.
I
chest
see.
armor.
I see.
So
This was 28 centimeters, 36 centimeters.
Okay.
I didn't want to put that up there because like, okay,
I got you.
you don't need to do that.
Do you string your own bows, or
Yes, yeah.
you do string them? Oh, okay. So there's a
They can
certain...
range from like 9 kilos to 37 kilos, 40 kilos.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
There's a little card if you want to look it up online, what it is and how to do it.
Is that your name?
That's Ron.
That's Ron. So Ron Jones, you have
Yep,
your name.
that'll be-
What is your name? And
My
if you-
name is Brenda Foster, and I'm a resident and on top of the world.
So it's an easy spell.
It's an easy spell.
So we can put it on the bottom of the video. Okay. Okay. Very good.
And you're making a video for yourself or for
No, we do a YouTube channel. It's called The World Spins Fine on Her Own.
called the what?
It's called The World Spins Fine on Her Own.
Oh,
We have about 1,500 subscribers, so it's not huge, but yeah.
And we do it for Robert too, 'cause he's
Yeah, we do. We're a friend of
every time he
Robert.
has an event. So.
yeah.
But this is really charming.
Well, thank you.
How long have you been doing it, Ron?
Over 20 years.
Oh, so you're the master. You're what?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Do you have a title when you're teaching the class?
But, well, technically in Kyudo, if you're a sensei, you have a certain rank.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not there at a certain rank yet, but I do have permission from my instructor to teach. So
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's wonderful.
Very cool.
Does it make you nervous to teach the...
I was in martial arts, but 20 years before I got into Kyudo. So I've been doing this a long time.
Oh, wow.
my
Martial
gosh.
arts.
And so we're very fortunate to have Ron. So Shizuka, who you met, and I live in On Top of the World. And then we were part of another dojo, but it was some distance away.
Okay.
So we found out that Ron lives right here in Ocala. So we're like, ever thought of private lessons?
Wow, it all worked out.
Oh, this
So
is
it
wonderful.
did. It worked out. It worked out quite well. And it took me 14 months to hit the first arrow to the target.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So fortunately, it's
That was
not
a good day,
important to
huh,
hit
for
the
you?
target. That was a very good day. And you're not supposed to show any emotion. but I was
Oh,
at
no.
the Oto archery range, and all the guys knew. I said, "Now, if I hit this target, I'm not going to show any emotion." So they were cheering in the background
Oh, okay.
for me. So that was a special day.
Very cool. Thank you so much for the demonstration over there and for helping explain a lot of it right here.
You're welcome.
It's so
very
new
much.
to the United
Can
States.
you show us this, or is this beyond your expertise?
Ron, do you want to?
Well, the idea is these are islands. They represent islands.
Okay.
And this will be the ocean.
Okay.
And you can have different, like you see, there's a grade around the islands, which will be the waves crashing against the beaches.
Okay.
And you can make different designs. There's a sand version of these,
Okay.
or gravel. And this one's particularly gravel.
And is it symbolic of something if we do it? Like,
No, if you guys do it, it's just an exercise.
just to be part of it? Okay. I see.
Of meditation.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you for explaining that.
Thank you so much. Boy, we're enjoying our day.
Where we find your site so we can be
The-
1,002 people.
Well, we have a couple places. The biggest one is YouTube.
Okay.
And if you look up The World Spins Fine on Her Own,
Okay.
you'll find us. But we're also radio on iHeartRadio and
Okay.
on iTunes Radio and, what's the other one? There's a couple different audio-only versions, and you'll be on that too. Because you're,
And are you right here in Ocala?
yeah, we probably live less than 5 miles from here. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So there's I have to see if it's okay to do this, but there was a in Atlanta, like 10 years ago, the NPR of Atlanta went to my teacher
Oh, really?
and asked if they could do like the sounds of Kyudo or something.
Okay.
And there is a 3-minute thing where he explains Kyudo real quickly, and he just does the sounds of Kyudo, the shuffling.
Oh,
You hear the bow creaking, you hear the target being hit.
I see. Yeah.
So I'll, if I can share it with you, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
And what?
We'll go ahead and.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
You can
Okay.
email me, yeah.
Absolutely.
If you want to reach out, we practice at Oto. We'll probably do another demonstration in November, December-ish, because
Okay.
I'm going actually to Japan in November.
Oh,
But
okay.
we'll have a demonstration there where we actually shoot the distance.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so you can come to that, or if you want radio, we're happy to come and sit
Oh,
in the
that'd be
studio
wonderful.
and talk about
We could
Kyudo,
do
because
that.
it's so unusual. People have never heard of Kyudo.
I don't think I ever have. In fact, I have to look at that
Even
to
in
see
the
how it's
virtual
spelled.
community, very few people have heard of it.
Is that right?
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
So
Fascinating.
and people that we speak to are all very interested in it. So it.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, Ida. Oh, Brenda, sorry.
Thank you. So they met up with a friend of theirs. There she is, and then you were going to try your hand at raking the rocks or whatever you call it.
That's right. And all of those rocks represent the ocean, and the big boulders in there are islands. And I didn't realize that there was a certain way to rake and to meditate. So I was shown the proper way to rake the
Here we go.
garden, which I was very appreciative of.
Then he corrected you.
Yeah, because I wanted to know the real way to do something. And he explained it to me that it should be one continuous motion. And that's how you make the designs.
Well,
And I thought that was pretty amazing, because that way you're focusing on making a design, and at least my mind was blocking out everything else. And so I think that's pretty neat, You're making one design and you're focusing on that design, and I really couldn't hear anything else that was going on because I was so focused. And the rocks are very, very smooth, and they're very soft.
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. That was very cool to watch you rake the rocks.
Yeah, I love that part. Of course, pocketbooks always get in the way, but I need them.
So anyway, we had an enjoyable visit at Sholom Park and at the Japanese Zen Garden that is now open to the public.
Yeah.
And so everybody, if you want to get down there, we'll tell you the address in just a little bit. and there you can meditate. And if you truly are able to think of nothing, brag about it.
Yeah.
Just tell him, I thought of nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, I would just put up a sign on the front lawn. Said, I thought of nothing today.
That's right. But each station has a signage on it, so you know exactly what it is that you're looking at and what the area is depicting.
So the only thing we did after this was we walked over to, there's a red gate. And what is that gate?
It's called a Tori gate, Tori gate. And the definition of Tori gate, it represents the border between the material world and the sacred space. So when you come through the Zen Garden entrance gate, you're leaving the material world and you're going into a sacred space. Now when you're exiting through the Tori gate, you're leaving the sacred space and going back to your material world.
Okay, I didn't realize that. How do you spell Tori?
Tori. Tori. It is so beautiful, and it is relaxing. And all of those stones represent water, the ocean. Very, very peaceful when you sit on those wonderfully carved rocks and you just look at it and meditate.
One thing I would add is that the rocks, this is something we learned from the first visit, they weren't just haphazardly selected. They were actually selected because of how they looked or what they might represent.
Exactly.
And then they were placed to represent that very thing. Like earlier in the walk, one represented a turtle, one represented a dragon.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, we get ready to go through the Tori gate.
Yes.
and then we'll be back in the real world. Or, as George Harrison said, the material world.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very educational.
Oh, it was. It was. We met some wonderful people. And,
nice people, yeah.
Such a fabulous, fabulous event and such a fabulous Zen garden.
And you learned how to rake.
I did, the proper way. I had no clue, and I thought that was wonderful. So thank you.
Well, you're an artist. You were doing like an artist. A little stroke here, a little bit here, there.
No, what a wonderful, wonderful tour. I appreciated everything there. And gosh, I can't say how much we enjoyed this so much. Thank you, Robert Colin and Ken Colin and On Top of the World for Sholom Park. And
now we know how to pronounce it too.
Yeah.
Sholom Park. We've been saying Shalom all these years.
What a beautiful day. And the musicians, they were pretty outstanding.
Oh, those two ladies were so good.
Yeah, the Kotu musical group.
So I want to give you the address if you've never been to Sholom Park.
Okay.
Robin will have it for you somewhere.
Here it is. I have it on this paper. It's 7110 Southwest 80th Avenue in Ocala, Florida, 34481.
Yeah. And so the Japanese garden is, like when you first pull in, walk to the back, I guess you would say.
That's right. And if you want to email info@sholompark.org.
If you like the video, share it, like it, subscribe to us. Everything we do is not going to be the same. So some you're going to like, some you're going to pass on. That's okay. That's the way the channel works. So take care. Be good. Don't forget to write.
Remember, writing is very important.
Yes, it is.
And we do have a website, sholompark.org.
SHOLOM.
Right.
Park.org. Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? The world
spins fine
on her own.
Yes, it does.
Baby.